Dude, my external hard drive is whirring like crazy right now. Welcome to Sonic Heroes. Well, only one story of it. Dark Story, 'cause Shadow. Yeah, so we started the channel off with Shadow Generations. So to build on that, I'm gonna play some more games where you can play as Shadow. So I'm gonna do Dark Story and Heroes, and then this is kinda a weird hold up cutscene.
This must be it. I found Eggman's secret treasure. Hey, hold up! Now I get it. Now I know what this is all about. You're mad at Eggman for sealing you in this room. And you can't remember anything, can you? Then it's settled. Now you two make up so we can start looking for Eggman together. Oh yeah, baby. This makes us a team.
As I was saying, so we're gonna do it kind of in a weird order. We're gonna start We're gonna go all the way back to Sonic Heroes with Dark Story. I'm gonna talk over these cutscenes, by the way. I'm only gonna not talk over the CG ones, which is like 4 or 5 of them. Anyway, so we're gonna start off going all the way back to Sonic Heroes, Dark Story, and then we're gonna go jump forward in time to 06 for Shadow's campaign in 06, and then we're gonna go to SA2. Okay, Shadow Generation is like the first part in this quadrilogy, like the Mario Kart quadrilogy we're doing, but this is the Shadow quadrilogy. So Shadow Gen's like it's the first part in this, Heroes is the second part, 06 is the third part, and then we're ending it off with Dark Story and Sonic Adventure 2, which will then lead up to. I'm sure if you're a Sonic fan. I'm sure if you're a dedicated enough Sonic fan, you can kind of put the pieces to what this is leading up to. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Bruh. I don't even own that game physically. I used to have it on the original Xbox, but I don't know where that copy went. But for now, we can just chill with a game that I've played like 300 times. Like, bro, I probably played these Sonic Heroes. I probably played all the levels in Sonic Heroes like more times than I've freaking I don't know. What's something I can compare it to? Oh, can I make this? All the way back here? Oh, it's not that far back. But I played these levels more times than like... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a thing I can bring up to compare it to the amount of times I've played these levels. I guess that's what you have to do. It's not a complex jump, Maxi. I'm gonna say as right off the bat, Team Dark, of all the Sonic Heroes playthroughs, Team Dark is my least favorite. Its levels are purely just filler slop. they remix the levels in such a way all they do is just make them longer, which these levels are already like 6 to 7 minutes on average, and then they make them like even longer. Well, I mean, Team Sonic is like 5 to 6 minutes on average, but Team Dark is definitely 6 to 7 minutes on average. Yeah, haha, funny number, but like, you know, it's not very funny when you have to sit down and play those 6 to 7 minutes. Dude, I make so many fucking 6-7 jokes. It's 2026 and I still make like frequent 6-7 jokes. I don't know why. Why does that meme have like power over my brain and how it creates comedy? It's just like, can't think of an actually original or funny bit. Just do 6-7. Just do funny 6-7 kid. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. Me in post. Can you do a funny thing where every time I say 6-7, the footage zooms in? So when I just said 6-7, like 6 or 7 times, 6 or 7 times there, it zooms in like rapidly, like you know, like, oh, dude, the brain rot is so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Why do I find it funny? Why do I find it funny? It's 2026. Why do I find it funny? It's so bad. Sub 5? Do we get a sub 5 there? Because usually this takes me more than 5 minutes. Hell yeah, sub 5. Barely. And that's an E rank. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the A ranks in Team Dark are also really bad. They're like, A ranks in this game are actually pretty lenient. Like, you can get a ton, like tens of thousands of points on a level, and the A rank usually is like 30 to 50,000 points, which isn't hardly reached if you're like playing remotely competently. And in Team Rose, it's so low that you're practically getting an A rank for just beating level normally. But with Team Dark, this level is a good example. This level, Ocean Palace, 90,000 points. 90,000 fucking points to get an A rank. I said S rank. And that's not even the worst one. I think there's a level in Team Dark that requires 100,000 points. 100,000 points! Like, they only did that once in SA2. SA2 Battle. They only did that once. And I guess it's only done once here. But 90,000 points in level 2 is crazy. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, freaking Eggman Space Level, whatever it was called. I actually forgot what it was called. Editing me, can you throw up the name on the screen? No? Okay, I'm doing the YouTuber bit where, like, I ask for me and Post to throw something on screen, and then me and Post is like rude about it, and that's the joke. It's supposed to be funny because like I'm being rude to myself. Rank. You have to go out of your way to avoid that happening. And I'm still not get the A rank. I was going for it, and I'm still like 6,000 points off. See how ridiculous this shit is. But Deckville is like one of like the very few like absurdly high A ranks in Team Dark. Usually it's like 60 or 70,000 points. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. There. I said about 6 or 7 times. Should I just like make 6-7? Should I just make 6-7 like the running gag for this entire Let's Play? Just like the really unfunny, because I remember when I used to do Let's Plays on the main channel, I did one of Cars 2 on the Wii, which I might do Cars in the game someday here. But I did one of Cars 2 on the Wii, and I did a gag, kind of cringy running gag in it, where I just repeat like Cars 2 over and over again. It was a parody of like the Shift Movie-a-thon, like you know, it was a parody of that. It was really cringe. That was the running bet of that one. Should I just make the running bet of this one? 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. I might be running out of how far I can zoom it in now. 6-7. Okay, so we're gonna split this up by zone. So that was the first zone. A rank. Let's fucking go, boys. Well, I mean the bosses aren't that hard to A rank on any team. Bye.